Are you feeling lost in fashion trends? I've gathered 8 Anna Wintour quotes, and each one is followed by what it means for real life, not the runway. Let's dive right in. Let's start with this quote from Anna Wintour. Create your own individual style. I'm not interested in the girl who walks into my office in a head-to-toe label look. Style isn't about how much you spend or how trendy you are. It's about how much of you is in the outfit. When Anna Wintour says she's not impressed by head-to-toe designer labels, what she's really saying is anyone can buy what's in, but real style, that comes from the woman wearing it. You don't have to chase every trend. This scarf, for example, I am absolutely in love with the colors. And when I wear it, it feels like me. I'll throw it on with a white button down, with a denim shirt like you see here. And it just adds a personality that makes me feel like myself. And I'm not trying to be trendy, I'm just feeling like me. And that's how I want you to feel when you get dressed. And if you ever feel unsure or where to begin with an outfit, just start with one piece that feels like you and build the whole outfit around that. It could be a necklace that you love that you got on a special trip, or even a favorite pair of shoes. Build your outfit around those pieces, and that'll be your anchor and your starting point. And this next quote from Anna Wintour gets right to the heart of something I talk about all the time. And it might surprise you coming from the queen of high fashion herself. Fashion should never be about wearing clothes that are uncomfortable or unflattering. Isn't that refreshing to hear? Especially someone who sat in the front row of every major fashion week for decades. Somewhere along the line, we were told that style meant sacrificing comfort and that you had to suffer for fashion. Whether it was heels you could barely walk in, shapewear too tight you couldn't breathe, or stiff fabrics that made you feel like you were playing dress up with someone else's closet. But you know what? When you're uncomfortable, it shows. You tug at your clothing, you shift in your seat, and your energy really dissipates. And nothing kills an outfit faster than discomfort. I remember wearing a dress once that looked amazing on the hanger. It was trendy, bold, had all the right editor approved touches. But you know what? I couldn't move in it. I spent the whole night trying not to bend the wrong way or flash someone by accident. I looked stylish, but I was completely uncomfortable and I didn't feel like myself at all. And when I looked back at photos of my face, you could see that I was miserable. And I want you to know that comfort is not about laziness. It's about choosing pieces that work with your body, not against it. And when you feel good physically, your confidence shows up before you even say a word. This piece right here, it's comfortable, it's flattering, and it makes me feel pulled together. And I don't have to second guess it. I can live it, whether I'm at brunch or running errands or hopping on a Zoom. I feel like I'm showing up as me. And that's what I want for you too. I want your clothes to support your day, not distract you from it. You deserve to feel amazing and at ease at the same time. So the next time you try on something and it's poking, pulling, and making you feel unsure, just take it off. Fashion should fit you, not the other way around. Anna said it, and I'll keep saying it too. This next quote from Anna feels especially personal to me because we're in a time when style advice is everywhere and it can get really loud. Just be true to yourself and listen as much as one is able to other people whose opinions you respect and look up to. But in the end, it has to come from you. That part, it has to come from you. I really felt that because when you're surrounded by style videos, fashion hauls, and endless must-haves on Instagram, it's easy to lose touch with what you actually like. And we've all been there. You see someone pulling off something bold and think, should I try that? Or a stylist that says every woman over 50 needs this, and you wonder if you're falling behind. But personal style isn't about keeping up. It's about checking in with yourself. I'll be honest with you, there have been times where I bought something just because it was in or because everyone was wearing it. And guess what? Every time it ended up sitting in the back of my closet, tags still on, whispering, "You knew better." So I started doing something simple. I paused. Before buying, before styling, I'd ask myself, would I wear this if nobody else saw it? If the answer is yes, no brainer, in the cart it went. If not, just move on. You know, your style does not need to please the algorithm. It just needs to feel like you. That's when dressing becomes a joy again. Not performative, not pressured, just peaceful, confident, and you. So yes, let's take inspiration from the people you admire and save the outfits that you love. But before you copy and paste anything in your closet, run it through your own style filter, because you're the only one that gets to decide what's in your wardrobe. Okay, this one's a gem. Fashion goes in only one direction, forward. And I am a firm believer in thinking that way too. Style, that's something that can actually evolve, but only if we let it. So let's talk about the words so many women whisper when they're shopping. Can I still wear this? We internalize these little rules over the years. No short sleeves after 50, no ripped jeans, no bright lipstick. Who made these rules and why are we focusing on them? I had someone I was dressing once who loved leopard print, absolutely loved it. But somewhere along the way, someone told her it was too loud for her age. So you know what? She stopped wearing it. And you could actually see the dimmer switch go off. So guess what? We brought it back in a scarf, then a shoe, and later a blouse. And you know what? She lit up again. Forward doesn't mean trendy. Forward really means growth. It means giving yourself permission to change, experiment, and not stay frozen in a version of yourself from 5, 10, or even 20 years ago. You are not who you were at 35. And you know what? That's a good thing. So why should your style stay stuck there? Fashion is about expression. And just like you've grown a little wiser, braver, and bolder, your wardrobe can too. So if you've been holding back, waiting for permission, consider this. You are allowed to evolve. You're allowed to step forward, and you're allowed to be seen. Now, this one might be my favorite. Anna Wintour once said, "Even if I'm completely unsure, I'll pretend I know exactly what I'm talking about and make a decision." Okay, now that is confidence. Sometimes we get caught up in making the perfect choice, and we forget that style is not a science, it's a vibe. And let me tell you, so many women think other people have some secret fashion gene. They say, "Oh, I'm just not good at this," or "She always knows what works." But guess what? Here's the truth. Even the most stylish women second guess themselves, and myself included. The secret is they just don't let it stop them. You know what makes an outfit work? And it's not that it's following every style rule. It's that you walk in a room and act like you own it. Even if you weren't sure in the mirror that morning, even if you hesitated a little, you walked in with your head up and your shoulders back. That energy, that is what people remember. And here's the whole trick of it all. Confidence is the final accessory. It's not the earrings, not the shoes, it's confidence. It means stop apologizing for trying something new. Trying is actually stylish, and choosing is powerful. And my take on it is sometimes your boldest choices, the ones you weren't sure about, end up being the most you. What they do is they unlock something, a mood, a memory, a side of you that's been waiting to come out. So next time you're unsure, choose anyway and wear it like you mean it. If you can't be better than your competition, just dress better. Now, first of all, we're not here to compete with anyone. We're grown and we know what we bring to the table. But what I love about this quote is it's a reminder about how you show up matters. And your outfit is part of that. And it's not about looking better than someone else. It's about walking in and feeling like the most pulled together version of yourself. Because when you know you look good, you're wearing an outfit that fits, flatters, and reflects you, you do carry yourself a little differently. And you know, I think you know the pieces that create an instant boost. You probably just haven't thought about them. It's the pieces that every time you wear it, people stop and say something. And that kind of makes you feel like you're on, you're in command, you're ready. It doesn't mean fancy or expensive. It just means intentional. It could be a crisp white shirt, a bold lipstick, or jeans that fit you just right. Dressing better doesn't mean outdressing others. It just means outdressing your own doubt. So next time you have a meeting, a lunch, or a day when you just need a little boost, don't hide behind just something easy. Wear the thing that makes you feel fabulous. Because sometimes the best way to show up fully is just dress like you already belong. All right, this next quote from Anna Wintour, it's a little sharper. And it's a good wake-up call. It's always about timing. If it's too soon, no one understands. If it's too late, everyone's forgotten. Now that's not meant to scare you. It's actually meant to push you, because if there's something you've been eyeing, a color you love, a silhouette that excites you, or a piece that makes you feel fresh, but if you've been sitting on it, second guessing it, this is your sign. In style, the window doesn't stay open forever. What feels exciting today might feel stale in 6 months, not because the trend changed, but because the spark faded. We've covered a lot of ground in this video, but I would like to cover one that's actually the most vulnerable. And it's the one that stops me every time I read it. I think what I often see is that people are frightened about fashion because it scares them or makes them feel insecure, so they just put it down. So many women, especially women over 50, tell me they've lost their sense of style and that they're scared to try anything new because they feel invisible, out of step, or just like it's too late. So what do? We retreat. We default to the same 3 outfits. We stop trying and we tell ourselves we don't care, but deep down we do. Fashion does have a way of making people feel like they're not enough. You're not thin enough, you're not trendy enough, you're not rich enough, you're not young enough, and you start to believe that you're not allowed to take up space in the style conversation anymore. But guess what? Your fashion friend Nancy is here to tell you that's just not true. So you are allowed to show up, to explore, to play, to have fun with fashion. And you know what? To get it wrong and try again. You're allowed to do that. It's okay to do that. And I highly encourage you to do that. Fashion is not just for the fearless. It's for women who are figuring it out. Women who are willing to try something new, even if it scares them a little. And you know, you don't have to be perfect. You just have to show up. And when you start dressing with curiosity again, instead of criticism, you'll find style is waiting for you right where you left it. So if you've been feeling intimidated or like you don't belong in this conversation anymore, I want you to hear me now. You are not behind. You are not invisible, and you're not alone. Fashion is allowed to feel fun again, and you're allowed to feel beautiful again. And if you've been needing that little nudge to come back to yourself, I hope this video gave it to you. You are stylish. You are powerful, and you're absolutely still in the conversation, or you wouldn't be here watching this video. And if you need more support on your style journey and you're craving a space where fashion feels fun again, where you can explore your personal style without pressure, then come join me inside Style Uncorked. It's my private style community for women just like you. We sip, we style, and we simplify getting dressed. And we do it all together. We dive into outfit formulas, updated trends, monthly chats, and honest conversations that help you feel like you again. It's not about keeping up. It's about coming home to own your style with the support of women who get it. I'll put a link to it in the description, so be sure to check it out. Which one of Anna Wintour's style tips resonated most with you? Let me know in the comments. You know I love hearing from you. Stay gorgeous, and I'll see you in the next video.